Hey you all, welcome to Religion Wing TV, where my spiritual ears stay. We're about to get into this, y'all. Let me take my time. I'm gonna pull a chat up. Welcome everybody. Let me give you a little bit of music to play, listen to while people are, filing in. Um, how's everybody doing? Hi, welcome to everybody that's there. I see Jamaica girl. Hi, thank you for stopping by. Big like, big up, big up. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Indigenous Afro. Okay, guys, so let me finish going through the whole still. I will get back to the chat because this is going to be really, really good. Always ask God to create in me a clean heart, oh God, and put a new and right spirit in me. Psalms 51:10. Let's see. Things are running slow, but I got a great presentation put together. When you do that, it helps you walk, more in truth and helps you see the lies right in the middle of the truth, right? Also, it helps you to grow. I mean, until you can get your heart in the right place, some people would say period, I would say with God, that's the only way you begin to grow. So I want to go ahead before we go any further, and I want to play this other song for you all. And in the midst of me doing so, I'm going to turn it down low and I'm going to ask you a question, okay? Have you ever gone out at 2 a.m. in Chicago's any part of town in freezing temperatures to get a 6-inch or 12-inch hero for $5 and run into the alleged stalker named Chris? Nah, I'm just joking. I'm getting my stories mixed up. That's another Chicago story going on. I'm only joking, y'all. Anyway, realistically, being a well-known celebrity like Jussie Smollet, only to be faced with racist suspicion about you looking for trade instead of food, and it turns out to be, worse than you expected when you went out. I have never found myself in that situation, and if you have, it's okay because we can climb out of this rabbit hole together, all right? And voila, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned as we explore what happened that night with Jussie Smollett and why things didn't turn out the way they did for him, right? My title is called Jussie Smollett, Trade or K to the Third. That's Trade or KKK. All right? And did they expose some racism going on with Empire itself? We're going to look into that. And when I reveal the information that I have for you tonight, you're going to ask me, Miss Religion, where did you get this information from? And I have to say, I got most of the information I'm going to share with you tonight from a well-known, I believe, YouTube racist, allegedly. And I'll explain to you, and you'll probably see him in one of these footages. But it was kind of weird to me how this story came to me. So I sat on it a couple of days, right, guys? But Jussie Smollett, he went out one night in Chicago, 2 a.m., freezing cold. He was allegedly attacked. The first story came out, his ribs was all bruised. He got attacked by two racist guys yelling MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. I have some links that I'm going to drop below. I'm not going to actually read the news reports, but TMZ, Herald, there's a lot of reports out there. So I have 4 links, actually about 6, but 4 are news reports. And basically it talks about how the police went through all the footage, couldn't really find any evidence. Jussie was allegedly with his manager, Brandon, at the time, and they were on the phone when this attack happened, right? So when the police finally got to Jussie, he had a noose around his neck. He said that these assailants poured bleach on him, put a rope around his neck. There's some controversy. There's some evidence that he didn't call the police department as soon as it happened. He went to his that's what it was. He went to his manager's house, and there they called the police. When the police got there, he still had the noose around his neck, and he would not give up his phone. Do you think that's the stalker, that alleged stalker named Chris, running around stalking people in Chicago, allegedly? Or do you think it's R. Kelly that was on the other end of his phone? Because why wouldn't he want to give his phone up? Now, this man is allegedly stated, and you hear some footage, that he lives his life as an openly gay man, I do believe. And I know he plays the character on Empire. And I do know that on one of those episodes, because I stopped watching it a while back, but he had got assaulted by, right, Janae, by one of his trades? Yeah, he had got assaulted by one of his boyfriends on the show. So, one of the things I have written down here as we go along, right? Where is it? Is this Hollywood playing out in Chicago? Is Lee Daniels up to something far more sinister here? Was Jussie out actually looking for food, or was Jussie out trying to, get a 6-inch or a 12-inch hero, somebody he can roll with, a guy he can roll with for that night? Or did it happen in his hotel room, right, allegedly, and he was out on the street trying to go get help? Because he walked past many different open entities and businesses where he could have ducked in any one of them and got help if he really wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward with this slide. All right, hold on. This, for some reason, okay, so here are some of the police reports. I guess this is Rob Egan, police spokesman, and he says a community alert with photos is being constructed and will be sent out shortly. These are just clips I'm going to be reading through. I got plenty of footage, but there's a whole lot of dialect going on with this spokesman right here. He has a lot of tweets out, and they're basically saying that something is kind of funky, kind of fishy about this whole story. I'm going to leave these things up so you guys can pretty much read them yourself. I'm not going to go through everyone reading them, but what I want to do is take a real quick break. I want to take, not a break, but I want to get you the first video footage that I want to show you of Lee Daniels. And it's going to set up my whole title. All right, we know Jussie was assaulted. We don't know if it was by these racist 2 white guys, that footage that they put out. We don't know if it was by these guys that were pranking him on Grindr, allegedly, or on Jack. You know how some people are malicious and want to get, gay men out so they can attack them like that. We don't know if he was in the process of being with his spouse or boyfriend or whoever in this hotel. Something took place, and then he ended up on the outside of, subways, and concocted this story up to cover up what really went on in the hotel. So let me get this first video clip up here. Hold on one second. Things are for some reason trying to run a little slow, but I'll manage it. I just want you to, it shouldn't take long. We should breeze through this. But I want you guys, Kenya's Journey, how are you? Nah, Chris would have bought gifts. You got jokes. That was just a joke. You know, I miss Religion Week. How you doing? This your first time over. Hey, Charlie. Thank you so much, Charlie. Oh.
Not anybody deserves to have a noose put around your neck.
All right, hold on. Let me set this up. So Lee Daniels, he is going to talk. Now, this happened after everything went down. And he waited about 2 days, I believe, before he came out and said anything. And he's going to explain himself. But let me just set it up for you. He's a little quivering. You know, he's going to call Jussie his son. I'm going to just say just because I'm like getting tongue-tied when I say Jussie. He's gonna refer to him as his son. He's gonna say, you know, some things to the effect that that's why I'm playing the America music, because there's a war going on here, y'all, and you're gonna see as we get through this footage. But he talks about America, how racist people are to do this against him. He came out without proof about the bleach and the noose around Jussie's neck. And just here we go, guys. Listen.
It's taken me a minute to come to social media about this because, Jussie, you are my son. You didn't deserve, nor anybody deserves, to have a noose put around your neck. To have bleach thrown on you, to be called die, faggot, nigger, or whatever they said to you. You are better than that. We are better than that. America is better than that. It starts at home. It starts at home, yo. We have to love each other, regardless of what sexual orientation we are. Because it shows that we are united on a united front. And no racist fuck can come in and do the things that they did to you. Hold your head up, Jussie. I'm with you. I'll be there in a minute. It's just another fucking day in America.
Okay. It's just another MF day in America. I get it. We have to love each other no matter what our sexual preferences is. I do believe that. Hell, have a free for all. I'm not here to judge anybody's sexuality. I told you, and I'm not going to speak it against Jussie, but Matthew 19:22 tells gay men, eunuch men, men of this day who choose to be with other men, they can go to heaven. Christ just asked them, which way are you going? And there's 3 different ways in there. That's it. All I'm going to say about that. Make America great again. Jussie said that he was attacked by two racist guys saying MAGA, right? So make America great again. We know that that's Trump's slogan and campaign with that red hat Kanye wear, right? So I know there's some men, the forefathers of this country, who used to be gay, who used to mess with the early slave American black men, effeminate them, right? And I know these men would love to make America great again. You understand what I'm saying? And I know these men used to kill and hang people and run with the Ku Klux Klan. And they say in the Bible, every man that hangs from a tree is cursed, right? So, you know, all these people that they go through the world hanging and crucifying on a tree and killing them, right? It's supposed to be cursed. No, that's not true. But these some wicked men that have started this stuff early on, way before slavery, over there in the Vatican, over in Rome somewhere, way back before Christ, BC. And these men would love to make America great again. They had America so subdued and so oppressed that they can take advantage of not only the man, but they knew if they weakened the man, everything else in the household will follow, right? So we have Lee Daniels here, who is a gay man himself, right? Saying F America and this, that, and the third. We're going to get into it, guys, because like I said, looking for content, I was going to Google. You know how you go to the Google search page and you put in Jussie Smollett racist. This dude on YouTube, his name is Axe Truth. I just happened to like click, like I said, when I put in Google, people got their stuff out on Google and other websites. It came up and he wears this like cartoon, the eyebrows, the Charlie Chaplin face, the little mask you could put on with the nose and the glasses and stuff, and he sits there. And when I clicked on the video, I got the link. I have the link. I'll put it below. It said, Jussie Smollett racist hoax or something like that. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. When I clicked on the video, he calling people shiners and all this stuff. So I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. But I was able to get some really good footage out of there, guys. And you're going to be surprised how this video right here, and we're almost getting through it, ties into maybe the last clip I'll show you. I was able to, let me just go ahead and close that out, and we can go ahead and just start going through the slides again. I mean, I do have this song that I want to play in the background because it is a testament to this whole story. It's called Spy Funk, right, y'all? And there's something funky going on about this story, and we need to be some spies right about now. Hey, Victoria, how are you? Welcome. Jussie lied, yeah. You know what? Jussie did a whole lot, and it ties into what the second half of it is okay. Jussie has been exposed. He lied. I got proof. By the end of it, but also it ties in the whole cast of Empire in a bigger way than I didn't even know that it was deeper than just Jussie going out there saying he's attacked. So I'm just gonna like play this in the background kind of low. It's called Spy Funk, y'all. Just let it rock a little bit. I love music. It soothes the average beast, right? At least that's what David told Saul when he tried to kill him with that spear, right? He played some music and the evil spirit went away. So we're gonna do that, right? I'm just gonna let you guys see, some of the stuff in here. I'm gonna get to some more footage. Come on, don't start freezing up now. All right, so this right here is, again, this Rob Egas. He is the spokesman for the police department, and he basically was saying, let me clarify something. On one camera, the persons of interest are seated at a bench. Across the same street, Smollett is seen walking. Smollett is recorded on a different camera walking. The persons of interest are also seen walking, but on the other side of the same street, if it makes sense to you or not. Some people were saying Jussie wasn't even in the surveillance footage when he made the call, that he was on the phone when he got attacked, but didn't decide to call 911 at that specific time. I'm going to do a couple more slides. It says here, police say both Smollett and the persons of interest walked out of frame on different cameras. Smollett would reappear on a different camera about a minute later. Is that when his attack actually took place off camera? Could they have been trying to set up these two MAGA guys? These two racist people, they say, attacked them, which I do have footage of that. So basically, for about 60 seconds, Smollett is not on surveillance camera, and the attack could have very well happened then. Detectives used two time codes from two different cameras to piece together Smollett's movements. Why? If you got beat to a pulp and allegedly your ribs broken and all kinds of other things, the bleach and the noose, like who walks around with bleach and noose at that time of the night? I really don't understand that at all. But how does Right here is what got me thinking like something is not right. When I first heard this story, if anything happened to you and you have a phone and you alleged to be on your phone, but then there's reports you don't want to give the police your phone, there was somebody on that phone, or there was somebody who called you out of your house, or somebody, maybe you was on Jacked or on Grinder allegedly trying to get trade, and once they got you outside, they beat you up. I mean, he doesn't want to come forth and tell everything that was going on. On one camera, this is the same thing basically, where they're seated and located in proximity to being on that same street. Again, I'm not gonna read. I'm just gonna go through and let you see most of the video. I mean, most of these tweets from Rob Algas, and then we're gonna get right into the news footage because it gets funny there. That's where it gets real tricky. News: Chicago police confirmed Jussie Smollet and his music manager, Brandon Moore, told detectives that they were on the phone when Smollet was being attacked. If they were on the phone and he being attacked, why not use the same phone to call the police, right? Victoria. Okay, everybody's hi to the 6 people watching. So, let's keep it rolling. We're almost done with the slides, guys. A few more. It says Brandon Moore tells ABC he gave his account to Chicago police. We are trying to confirm that. So there's a bunch of lies and miscommunication and representation going on throughout the whole story. It got a lot of holes in it, but not the holy kind of holes, like a spiritual holy. It got, like some holes in it, right? Moore also says he heard the words MAGA country. Again, Trump wants to make America great. Let's face it. America was great in the eyes of some men, the European Caucasian men, where they had people enslaved in the worst kind of way possible. And when I hear that, make America great again, that's what rings in my spirit. Somebody wants to get this country back to the way it was. I have a song I wrote. America, what can it be? The home of the brave and the land of the free. America, what can it be? Right? Let me see. That make you enslave me while living in captivity. I almost forgot the damn words. I'm a songwriter, not a singer, y'all. I got them all written down, you know what I'm saying? But I almost forgot the words. But that's how I feel about America. And it talks about how our children are homeless in the streets, how the prisons is full. It just goes on and on about America. You're the home of the brave, the land of the free. What's going on over here, America? And I wrote it, that in Peace Train, when Trump was coming into office, while everybody else was running around here with their panties in a bunch. I was sitting home writing some praise and worship songs to help my ass get through it. But Jussie doesn't seem like a hard up type. I mean, he is gorgeous. You know what? And that's the problem. Visualization, Miss Kenya. People are so caught up with how pretty people are, how nice looking they are. But at the end of the day, people are out here. It says there's a way that seems right to a man, and the end thereof is death, is destruction. A lot of people are out here very fine, very pretty, but making some careless choices with their vanity. You know what I'm saying? They're out here 2 o'clock in the morning being attacked, whether it was in his apartment and he came out to put the hoax on that he was being attacked outside, or whether he was lured outside and got attacked. Somehow he put himself in that position. Let me see. Peace and blessings. Hey, Solstice Black, what's up? So, yeah, all right, let me carry on, guys, because I want to get to the footage, but I have to get the screen record, so I just want to take... All right, so, right here, police Empire actor went to the hospital after reported attack, now in good condition. Let me let's go. Now will be a good time to insert some footage. Let's see. The first one I grabbed after the Lee Daniels one. Let me see. Oh, it's right up here. All right, here we go.
Evidence have found no video evidence.
Hold on.
He's a singer and actor on the Fox television series Empire. Smollet is black and he's openly gay. He claims two men approached him around 2 o'clock in the morning early yesterday, and shouted racist and homophobic comments. According to a police statement, Jussie Smollet also said his attackers hit him in the face, poured some sort of chemical upon him, and wrapped a rope around his neck. So far, no witnesses have come forward from a densely populated and heavily surveilled area of downtown Chicago.
Hey, Candy Lane, welcome. What's up, baby? How are you? Welcome to the 12. So, you heard he's openly gay. I told you he plays a character on Empire as a gay man as well. Jussie was assaulted on the show. Lee Daniels written a script for Jussie to be attacked on this show, right? So it's kind of weird that Lee Daniels would come out now a couple days after Jussie was attacked allegedly by these two racist white guys saying MAGA country, and have this racist undertone or vibe with him. I'm gonna play some more footage. Hold on, I gotta keep remembering where I'm at right here. Hold on, let's go here.
Cops say Smollet first went to his manager's hotel room, then to a hospital, where we're told he's now in good condition.
All right, so he's on the phone with his manager at the time of the attack, but yet he goes to the he does everything, the manager's house, then to the hospital. It's like there's gonna be reports coming up that when they got to there's something about him bypassing security, going up to the manager's house. When they get up there, they wait a little while before they call the police. Let me keep track of these little things. I have a lot of these little clips coming up.
Matt Finn reporting, live from Chicago. Shut this afternoon, Chicago police tell Fox News that they have searched more than 12 surveillance cameras in the area where this alleged attack happened, and so far they have not spotted the attack or the assailants on tape. So now they are expanding their search to the area along the Chicago River, which they say is loaded with surveillance camera and might have captured these attackers on video. This after.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead, because a lot of the news clips are pretty much saying the same thing. I'm going to jump around a little bit.
They just don't have it documented. Police say when investigators interviewed Smollet in his residence, he did have a small white rope around his neck. And police say the actor's digital footprint does indicate he went to a Subway restaurant around 2 a.m., as he told police.
Now, we all know that the rope signifies lynching and, things like that, which was done to black people throughout our 430 plus odd years of slavery here in America. And again, going back to that first clip we seen with Lee Daniels, I'm going to kind of tie it all together because y'all all know I want to show y'all this one video to make my case that Empire, Lee Daniels, this script may have been written. Lee Daniels may have been on the phone with Jussie this particular night, because when I seen this clip that I'm about to show you in the next clip or two, I'm also going to show you what Steve Harvey had to say about it all. But it just rings an undertone of racism coming from the cast of Empire, coming from Jussie Smollett, and it's like a plot to write this into the script going forward with the cast of Empire. Carlos, I'm just having a hard time believing him. Too many loose ends. There is no proof to back up his accusations. I believe he was assaulted, but a lover's quarrel and a date gone bad. Absolutely. He would have been better off coming out telling the truth. I believe it is all a lie. First they had that Jasmine rape crap. That ain't fall through. That ain't fall through. Then they started this crap. Well, no, this crap started. I don't know exactly when I saw this video I'm about to show y'all. I'm working my way up. I don't know when this clip was aired. I've never seen it a day before in my life.
Is an actor on the hit series Empire. The show's creator, Lee Daniels, posted a video to Instagram in which he says, "America is better than this."
Jussie, you are my son. You didn't deserve, nor anybody deserves, to have a noose put around your neck, to have bleach thrown on you.
Now, what Lee Daniels said there in that video about the noose and the bleach has not been confirmed by police. Police right now tell us that they're taking this case very seriously and that the FBI is assisting them. Shut.
All right, so Lee Daniels had no business coming out saying, "Oh, the noose and the bleach." He's writing this script. He's projecting this on people. He wants people to believe that this actually happened. Like, this is Lee Daniels. You gotta believe a director from Hollywood, right? Who writes the craziest cast in the world. Nothing against, I'm not racist here, but hopefully the next one I click on is the actual
sort of letter seriously, and that the FBI is assisting them. Shut. Now, this didn't begin just yesterday. There are reports that the actor received some sort of threatening letter, a sort of cutout magazine sort of letter with threats in it earlier this month.
Hold on now. A week prior to this, y'all. Right, Candy. He's openly gay. Right. A week prior to this, Jussie gets this childish looking, oh my God, written right out of Hollywood, but delivered to the Fox News station. That's who pays him and where he gets his mail and stuff like that. And it's so childish. And we're going to see a copy of this letter. But he got sent this letter like a week before. So somebody was setting up the stage. He could very well be being harassed out here if he's living an openly gay lifestyle. And if he's meeting people random hours of the night. Somebody may very well have him in for him. But I don't think it's the people he actually accused them of. Listen to this.
Yeah, there are many reports out there that show a picture of this letter that contains a death threat and a racial and homophobic slur. This letter did not have a proper return address. Police apparently did launch an investigation into this letter, but so far they have not officially linked that letter to this alleged assault. My understanding is Fox offered him round-the-clock security after that, and he declined it. Is that right? Yes, and we also understand that Fox has temporarily shut down production of the show Empire, which is filmed here in Chicago because of the city's frigid weather, not because of this incident. Shut. All right, good enough. Matt Finn on scene in Chicago. Updates as warranted.
All right. So, of course, you just heard that they shut down at this particular time. If it's so cold in Chicago for Empire to shut down production because of the weather, what is Jussie doing outside? If the production is shut down, and they got Uber Eats, right? They got you can call delivery, you can go online and order food and stuff like that. So the whole going out to get a 6-inch or a 12-inch Hero for $5, I don't buy that. All right, so I have a picture of the letter, but I want to keep showing you these clips. I'm about to get to the next one right now.
Sort of letter, seriously, and that the FBI is assisting them. Shut. Now, this didn't begin just yesterday. There are reports that the actor received some sort of threatening letter, a sort of cutout magazine sort of letter with threats.
Did I just show this?
Yeah, there are many reports out there that show a picture of...
I just showed that. Hold on. That's why I said, hold on. I got y'all. Don't worry.
Tell my son.
Oh.
You tell your daughter. What will we tell the future generation?
Oh,
Trayvon
here we
Martin,
go.
Sandra Bland,
No racists
Freddie
here,
Gray,
but listen to what they
Philando
say
Castile.
The violence and nasty
in
rhetoric against
reference
mankind is
to Trump and
unacceptable.
just
If
the whole
Trump gets into
campaign
office,
here.
It will only get worse.
Hillary has pledged to close the Charleston loophole on guns. I would like a president that will protect Obamacare.
Somebody who understands personally the plight of a woman.
I want a president who stands up against intolerance.
There's only one person in this race who said Black Lives Matter.
So many women and men died for us to have the right to vote. Every time we sit out, we dishonor their sacrifices.
I'm Gabourey Sidibe, and I'm voting for Hillary Clinton. I'm Tasha Smith,
I'm Jussie Smollet.
I'm Trey Byers.
Rashid Gray,
Grace Byers.
and I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
I'm Taraji P. Henson. I'm voting for Hillary.
I'm Lee Daniels, and I'm voting for Hillary Clinton.
Okay. That's that guy right there, y'all. Go. I won't go back to his page again, but that's the guy I got this clip from. And when I watched this clip, y'all, when I heard Lee Daniels' response in the beginning, when he came out after everything went down, and he was like, racist this, racist that, then I went searching for something to kind of tie in all this racism or whatever, and this is what I found. Now, I'm black like everybody in here, but it was an undertone. We don't want Trump because he's racist. We don't like him. XYZ. So the whole MAGA, oh, I was attacked by MAGA, it does put a punch or a strike on Trump and his Make America Great Again. I didn't vote for Trump, will never vote for Trump, don't care for Trump. But this whole thing with Jussie Smollett is racism. But this time, I don't think it was white people being racist against black people. I think this time the cast of Empire. Let me see what y'all saying here in the chat. I think the cast of Empire, especially Lee Daniels, may have something to do with this, or Jesse may have called him when it first went down and said, Lee, what do we do? I just got into it with my lover. I just got into it allegedly with my trade dude up here. I got a cut on my face. How do I handle this? And it could have been spun out of that because the dude was on the phone when the attack happened. Was he calling his assailant? Absolutely not. And he sure didn't call the police. As we, go through, that's mostly all the footage. I'm just gonna, no, one more from Steve Harvey. I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear how black men come together, unlike us black women. Let me see what's in these comments. So, Lee Daniels is gay. We established that. Carlos, hey. I want to hear from his lover. They say he has a boyfriend. Why haven't he came forward? It could have been both of them that got into it. We don't know the truth right now. Once somebody tells a lie, you can't take their word for anything beyond that. They're untrustworthy, and they'll do everything to cover up the truth instead of just telling the truth. If they the gay community is bashing him, he made it bad for himself. Actually, we're gonna see some clips and things like that. I do have the letter. It's part of the slide presentation, not the video. Let me get this off here. There you go. Yeah, I have what was I going to say? I have the picture of the letter, and we have some more slides just to show you he had a gig scheduled prior to this. But of course, people are saying that, oh, he's going to talk about it when he go perform. I think it might have been today. He's supposed to be going to perform somewhere out in LA. But I have clips of all of that. I'll make sure you'll be able to read it. And let's see. All right, so this right here, you guys can stare at this. I'll try to make it a little bigger. But these are just things that was going down over on different social media sites. People's opinions and comments and things like that. Carlos, Trump supporters don't hide. They will take accountability. They would be waving the red, white. I had a flag here too, y'all. I was gonna wave the flag at some point in time, but they would definitely be waving that flag around. Like, look what I did. Absolutely. They would be riding up and down in the back of them open bed trucks, screaming from the top of their lungs, letting people know they did it, especially the KKK. All B's Carlos. His career will take a severe turn for the worse. It started. It has. It has. It has. And not only his, it's gonna go a little bit further into Hollywood. It's gonna touch Lee Daniels. So here I don't have much good footage, but these are the two guys walking on this side of the street right here. And I guess Jesse would be over this, over across the street or whatever, at a frame somewhere trying to get his lives together. Sold his soul, now they trying to ruin him. You absolutely right, Candy Lane. I love your perception on things. Carlos, the videos prove no attack, and the two people on the video cannot even be seen. They are covered up. That's right. This whole case just sounds crazy, Jesse. So it basically tells you here that this week actor Jesse was attacked in the early morning hours near the apartment in downtown Chicago. Was he attacked in the apartment? We don't know where he was attacked. All we know is he showed up on the freezing streets of Chicago, any part of Chicago. I don't know if it was the West. I mean, just anywhere in Chicago. Chicago is cold. If they close down production for your set, Jesse, why you out trying to go beyond? Stay home. See how you bundled up right here? Make better choices. But that you guys can read all of this yourself, and we're gonna get to that letter. It's some more police reports, and this guy Rob, he just had a whole bunch to say. Of course, the police spokesman would, but I'm just gonna go through some. Again, here's more information. You guys can read through that. I'll leave it up long enough, that way it's in the video, but you guys can definitely read through that. Make your screen bigger. I'm gonna get to the So here's where Open Post LGBT community expresses doubt about Jussie Smollett's story. You guys make sure, let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Make sure you read this. Make sure you definitely read that, okay? Make sure you got it all in frame. There you go. All right, where is that letter at? We should be getting to that letter. We saw that. Guys, when I tell you, all right, so here's, wait a minute. I know I pulled the letter up. I want you guys to see this letter. Hold on. All right, so this is advertising him performing Saturday, and he'll likely address the attack. So Jesse had already had this schedule. Some people were saying it's like a promo gig to kind of get publicity, like a publicity stunt to get more viewers. So he definitely I believe it was this Saturday, and this tells you more about it. But wait a minute, I'm on my last slide here. Hold on. I have it. Where the heck is the dang oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all gonna have to talk to me for 2 minutes. I want to get a copy of this. I thought I pulled the letter up. I do apologize. Hold on 1 second. One second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I thought I pulled that letter up. I want you guys to see the letter. It was even in one of the video clips, but I went past it. But I have a screenshot of the letter. It works sold out now. Before it was not. Okay. Hold on. Let me get this letter. I know I screenshotted the letter. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Oh, I was about to say, you know what? I'm very thorough, y'all, in a much better way than I am today. I had all my slides pulled up except for one. I do apologize. See this right here? I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. All right. So it got Jussie Smollett, right? And it's addressed to Fox. It says, "You will die, black fag." And all this little cartoonishes, and it just looks. It has, okay, guys, it has MAGA up here in the corner, got 2 stamps on it. This is crazy, right? So they're saying that this was sent to him. Thank you, Candy Lane. I appreciate that. They were saying that this was sent to him, right, y'all? A week prior to this incident happening. So what I want y'all to do is pay close attention to Lee Daniels. I don't watch Empire. It will probably be publicized if this case ever is written into the script. And I believe Jussie Smollett, he deceived a lot of people here, told plenty of lies. He had to cover up a lot of stuff. Whatever's going on in his personal life, he brought to the forefront, and now people are investigating him, looking into him, looking at him side-eyed, second guessing him, and it's definitely gonna hurt his career. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Jussie lied. Is it about trade? Was it about food? Did it happen inside his apartment? Why didn't he give the police his phone? Who was on the other end? I was joking when I said R. Kelly and Chris the Stalker of Chicago, but there was somebody he was trying to keep secret. Or, like I said, it was Lee Daniels. That's his son. He had to call his dad. Jussie's family is very spiritual from what I get off of their television reality show. They're very close knit. He got good parents, come from a good upbringing. So when you grow up and go out and be on your own, things like this can be avoided. And things like this will happen, can happen. Eliminate. All right, it looks like a kid did that. Right, Charlie, right. Okay, Carlos, the question is who is protecting when this investigations prove a dead end? Something just is not right. If I'm wrong, my Lord, forgive me. I always say, Lord, have mercy on me anyway, because sometimes we all misspeak and we all misjudge sometimes, or we all have an opinion that can come back and not be what we all actually thought was happening. And we never want to accuse anybody of lying. Because John 8:44 says that Satan, the devil, is the father of lies and there's no truth in him. So, I mean, these words that I know the Most High God speaks, Carlos, is so real, but people don't apply them to their lives like they should. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as saying, if I hear that the devil is the father of lies and there's no truth in him, the question is, do I want the devil to be my father? In the case of Jussie, like with Lee Daniels, Lee Daniels came out in his comment cursing and racist this and, just hyping it all up without even having any facts. So he lied just as well, right? Carlos, as of yet, no phone. I truly believe if anybody was called, I believe Lee was called. If he was with his music manager, Brandon, I believe that Lee was called on that other end. That's why they don't want to give the cops the phone, because it would include Lee Daniels in it. he would be like some kind of, not conspirator, but he would be a eyewitness to it, a telephone witness, a ear witness, right? So I think that's why they really, 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 because it would prove who he made that phone call to. It would also prove if he called the trade to come over, or if he got a call. Like, it could even prove if he got a call from somebody setting him up to come outside to be jumped. Because people are on these different apps and pranking people and being malicious and call, just there is hate crime against gay guys, okay? But I don't think that was the case here. I think Lee Daniels is behind it 100%. Not the fact that, okay, he might have known about Jussie being attacked, because clearly Jussie has a cut on his face, but clearly Jussie does not have broken ribs. Clearly Jussie is okay to an extent, you know what I'm saying, versus the first reports we heard, like he was brutally beat. Wasn't that bad. He was brutally beat in Empire, right? It's like that dude whooped his butt more in that episode. Y'all look that episode up. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one to go, but I'll definitely put all the links in down below. He not this is a setup. He know this is a setup. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I believe he got Candy. I believe he got Lee Daniels involved, because Lee would know how to maneuver. Remember, he's the writer. He's the director. He would know how to write a script to pitch to the public, right? Expecting us to believe it, since we all believe kind of the fantasy and lies that he has on his TV show. Lee gets a lot of the black people to follow him. So if this is going to play out as a racist thing, and then if they're going to go try and then vision thing going, Lee would be the kind of man to know how to get that started. Lee would be one to know how to, conjure up something like this. Brenda, is this buzz for the show? Is what buzz? Carlos, subpoena those phone records. We don't need the phone. Right, just get right. Absolutely. I'm sure when the records are retrieved, Lee Daniels was, if not the first person called, definitely the second person. Because the police wasn't the first or the second. Ratings down. Absolutely. And another thing, we were talking about that. This could be to boost the ratings. This could have been to boost Jussie's career, because he was going out performing this weekend or whatever. A lot of undertone evil sets with this case. And I really can't wait to see how it unfolds, because like I said, it just seems like some Hollywood script that they're trying to pitch to the American people to strike this whole MAGA campaign, Because even in Hollywood, you can run out of ideas. You could, we're going to wrap it up in about 10 minutes, guys. It'll be an hour. You can run out of ideas. You can just what it's called the writer's block. Anybody know what a writer's block is? And so you come out into the real world, because you've been in Hollywood so long, and you have to create the drama that you need to pitch to your audience to get your ratings back up. That's a good theory. Okay, let's see. The truth will come out. They will not outsmart the law or us, Carlos. I just don't know why people think there's dumb people in the world, right? Or illiterate people that don't know any better, or won't figure out what they up to, or won't see which move they're about to make next, right? It's just something fishy. It's funky. Oh, and with that being said, that little song is called Spy Funk, right? I be trying to come up with songs to match what I'm talking about. That's called Spy Funk, y'all. Something funky going on with this story, and we gotta spy it out. Look at it side eye. Put some eyes down there if you looking at this story side eyes and you hear the lies. Put some ears for the lies that you hear. Put some eyes if you looking at it side eyes, y'all. I am. Truthfully, I am. Oh, I can say hi. Wait, let me say hi to y'all. I can type. Hold on. Hey. Yeah, so give it a few more minutes. So it says, let me turn it down some. Brenda, if this whole assault thing is a lie, it is a buzz for the show. Yeah, that's what we talking about, Brenda. Yeah, it's gonna make Empire stand out, right? I don't think, like I said, if he having any kind of personal issues with his man, and he had to run out the building or he had to run for his life, I don't think this is with his personal boyfriend. No, I think this is him being in Chicago, feeling horny, wanting something extra, and he got caught up. He got caught up. Thank you, Candy Lane. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Miss Candy, there is a price to pay. Absolutely. It sure is. Yes. Let me go back. Brenda said something. Is that buzz for the show? Candy say yes. Okay, definitely. Yes, sir, Carlos James. I know that we so respectful over here. I thought I was the only one. Candy say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. We no, but yeah, you guys. I'm glad I was able to bring this to you. I'm glad I was able to share this. I'm working on another story. Like I said, we'll definitely do spiritual Bible teachings every day. But if we talk about these stories as well, we can incorporate the spirituality side of it. So if you guys have any topics, if you know any stories you want me to cover or whatever, I do have an email and I will put it up. Oh, which reminds me, guys. I checked my email today because I don't do I forgot Cash App is hooked to the email. And on January 24th, one of my subscribers gave me my very, very, very first super chat. And I just found out today. And I was so humbled and grateful by it. So I emailed her and said, thank you. You know, I replied to the super chat or whatever. And I said, thank you. And I asked her, like, if she wants me to shout her out. I like to get permission because I don't want to put your name, not your, I'll use your YouTube name always. But if she even wants me to use her YouTube name, I would shout her out and let everybody know who she is. But my very first Cash App, let me say Cash App came in today, not Super Chat. Brenda, you go deep into a story. That's good. Thank you. Everything is so superficial, Miss Brenda. It's not until you cut through the layers of the nonsense and the lies like we discovered here, the deception. That's where the truth lies. Let me see. That's exactly where the truth lies. The truth lies underneath for some reason, and some people don't want to dig. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to uncover the layers. It's like peeling an orange. You know, you have the orange, the peel, then you have all the little white things that come off of it, the little, inside skin, or I call it the veins of the orange. And it's just stripping and stripping and peeling and peeling and peeling and peeling. I actually got a poem referencing that. But anyway, and you just gotta keep peeling and peeling till you get that smooth surface of anything, and that's where the truth is. So, right, Miss Religion is what YouTube need. God bless you. Prayer is what YouTube needs. They don't want it. They not ready for it, Candy Lane. God bless them, though. I always say, Lord, have mercy on us all, because at any given day, God can favor who he want to favor. The Bible says he's merciful to whom he wants to be merciful to. And we all have to take that into consideration. You know, Joshua 1:8 says, let me just get it, and then it'll be 10 o'clock and we can wrap it up. God and Candy, remind me, like when we do these lives, you all, Carlos, would you like to be a moderator? You show up all the time as well. But anyway, when we do these lives, keep me under an hour. Let me know. Say, so many are distracted by the bells and whistles. Yep. And as the Bible says, and I'm not always as the Bible says. Sometimes I'll say, "Oh, there's a true statement, or there's a saying that's worth listening to, or that is full of wisdom." And I'm referring to the Bible the same way. But some people in the ministry, when it's Bible, 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 sometimes we can turn people off when we say everything is Bible. Some people are afraid of the Bible. Some people haven't read the Bible. Some people don't understand the Bible. So a lot of the Bible verses, I can talk to people without them even knowing it's biblical, but it is biblical. I just say it in a way that they understand, and they don't have that fear that you pushing religion or pushing spirituality on them, or forcing something down their throat that they really don't want. But the way I say it and how I convey it to them is like, that light bulb go off in them anyway, right? But yeah, Satan is of the distraction comes from the enemy. Confusion, lies, all of that. Yep. The bells and whistles of it all, y'all. So, let me get to where I was getting ready to go. Oh my God, what verse was I about to pull up? Hold on, y'all. Carlos, my work schedule is too crazy, but I'm here to support you and will stand by your side. I appreciate that. That's being real. That is so real. And I'm like you. I don't go live. Well, I have been these last 2 or 3 weeks, but I spent the last year uploading, editing videos, and it got me to where I am. But I feel coming live will make a bigger connection. Where was I going at in this Bible, y'all? Anybody remember where I said I was going? You remember where I said I was going? I'm sitting here with my daughter. Hold on, I want to end in a Bible verse, but what was we talking about? I'm looking at Miss Brenda comments. So many are distracted by the bells and whistles. Where was I going? Hold on, y'all. Oh, Joshua 1 and 8. See how the Holy Spirit, I'm like, God, please help me. Don't embarrass me in front of these people. Joshua 1 and 8. It'll come to me, y'all. Sometimes I still get nervous putting on these presentations or whatever, but bear with me. Joshua 1 and 8. And guys, let me tell you something. Even if it's one verse a day, even if it's a half a verse, even if it's the little verse, Jesus wept, just meditate on the word of God. Meditate, meditate, meditate. So Joshua 1 and 8 says, let's do 7. Well, no, let's do 6, okay? 6, 7, and 8. And that'll be it. Be of good, be strong, and of good courage. For unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous. Only be thou strong. You know how many times the Most High God says this? You know how many times Christ says this in the book? Be courageous. Be of good courage. Be courageous. Be not afraid. Be of good courage, right? So it says that thou mayest observe to do accordingly to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, See, and I think this is where Christianity came in and divided the things with God and his people, and Christianity and indoctrination and enslavement of God's people. God says, turn not right or left from Moses' laws, right? That he gave Moses to give to his people. But then people come along and say, no, do away with Moses' law. Look over here. Look front. Look back. God told you not to look left or right, but look front, look back. You know what I'm saying? Start doing this. Forget about that. God didn't mean this. God didn't say that. This is how it is supposed to be. But right here, he says, observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. See, when you start to deter from the word of God, it don't matter where you go. It look like you a fish out of water, right? But when you holding on to something supernatural and personal with God, this you basically, you don't look to the right of it, the left of it. You just don't waver. Don't waver. Stand on what you believe. Here's verse 8. One of my favorite 8 verses. I like to tell people, go through the Bible and read all of 1:8. If you go through and read all of the first chapter, like chapter 1, verse 8, like just go through chapter 1, verse 8. You're going to see a lot of good stuff in chapter. Do the first verse of the book, first chapter of the book, verse 8. Like if it's Genesis, read Genesis 1 and 8. You know what I'm saying? If it's Joshua, like Joshua's about to say, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate. There's nothing wrong with meditation as long as you're meditating on the word of God. Meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. For then thou shalt make thy... God ain't gonna make your way prosperous. Then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. A lot of times we want to make, like, God, do this, do this. God's saying, I gave you the tools, and sometimes you have to do the work now. You have to do this. And then thou shalt have good success. So, Jussie Smollett, Lee Daniels, Empire, meditate on the word of God, right? Y'all, it's been real. I appreciate the conversation. Key, what's up? You made it. Key, you gotta watch the replay. We've been on for like an hour. Bless you, sis. Let me say thank you. Key, we was talking about Jussie Smollett. Hi, welcome. Yeah, watch the replay. It was a good live, good presentation, some great information in there. Of course, sis, you know I always come from a different perspective. Brenda, thank you so much. Good night, y'all. We'll let the music play out. Once it goes out, it's about 1.5 minutes. We're done. Carlos, I appreciate you. I thank you for showing up. You are so great, man. Thank you. Yes, Key. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Like I said, hit this video up if you want me to put anything on. I will put my email back in the description box tomorrow. If you guys want me to talk about anything, and especially from the news perspective, because I really don't watch like ABC News, NBC News. I've been getting a lot of the stories offline. But if you guys have anything specific that you like for me to cover, I sure will. Make sure y'all get home safe. I like to say that. Get home safe, y'all. And have a blessed night, alright? Good night, Candy Lane. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Y'all been holding me down. I appreciate it. Share this video, like this video. Comment on this video. I feel there's something more, far more sinister going on with the whole cast of Empire, in this story. Kenya, great live. Good night. Thank you. Thank you for hanging in there. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys share this video. Tell a friend. Tell a family member. Let them know that Religion Wink TV is over here. Being genuine, being true, being honest. Just talking about things differently from a place of love and not hate. You know, just giving my opinion on what, what I see. I don't know everything, but my friend does. And if you don't know who my friend is by now, you haven't been following me all 360 some videos. It's the Most High God. I love people, but when you put your priorities in order, I'm telling you, when you start to put God first, everything else will fall into place. You guys been great. Thank you for watching Religion Wink TV. We're sipping all the tea with no shade, talking everything up to Yahweh. Why? Because my spiritual ear stay. And guess what? If you keep hanging out with me, your ear will begin to... All right. God bless you. Thank you.